teacher Mantak Chia, I would like to ask you. I'm already teach in Ukraine. I'm like to improve myself, and in Ukraine I often hear from people that in the Chinese tradition they believe in the power of this from stars, but they don't believe in the in a single God. Therefore, Master Chia, my question is: is there in Tao tradition belief in a single God, or is there don't believe in a single God?
No, in the Tao we talk about the universe is governing by force, okay? And the star is the representing part of the universe. So we're not the star, but the star is like part of the universe, okay? So we said in the Tao we saw the Tao is the supreme creator power. And we always talk about the yin, pure yin, pure yang, and we talk about three pure one. It's the same. It's the upper pure, middle pure, lower pure, or we know as the Holy Father, Holy Ghost, and Holy Son. Yeah. But in the Tao we talk about there are three pure forces, and beyond that we call the Supreme Creator. Yeah. So the Supreme Creator, actually, now we know that it's a force. So we call a dark matter, dark energy. When they combine together, boom, it's creating a sound. We call a primordial sound. Boom, it vibration, and it becomes the creator, the universe. Okay. So Tao always said the force is with us. The force is here, and there one force governing the universe. And we not say one person, it can be like Ukraine, you cannot say a president or president do everything. It cannot. It have a whole team or cabinet, but one force is try to make everybody floating in order. So we call the supreme creator, a force.
Thank you. There is a well-known secret knowledge of Tao tradition, for example, about the sexual energy, and which ways of the sexual practices are sinful, and which ways of sexual practices are not sinful and lead us not into temptation.
In the Tao, we said sexual energy is, Tao said we not divide them in bad or good. It's the energy. So the Tao will compare like fire. Sexual energy like fire. If you put the fire in the stove, you're going to cook the food, and the stove, it can warm the house. But if we put the fire in the wrong place, like in a house, it burn the house. In the town, it burn the whole town. In the city, it burn the whole city. So sexual energy neither bad or neither good. But it's an energy. It's a very powerful energy. And the Tao recognize that the sexual energy, when it combined with love, so we call arousal, orgasm, love and compassion, when they combine together, we're creating a love vibration. So actually, every people know as we are making love. Making love means you're producing more loving energy. Now, in the Tao, written down many thousand years, when we make love, the energy that creation, it creating energy. So in the Tao always say like a medicine. A medicine can cure anything. So we say arousal, orgasm, love, vibration, it make combined together with love vibration, it make a DNA split in a very good way, and that is started to make a better cell that we have.
How it would be safe, not lead us not into temptation? How about temptation?
So we call in the Tao belief that we're always leaking. When we're producing sexual energy will leak out. And the sexual energy, when it leak out, is running all over. And now, when we see something, the arousal, sexy thing and everything, it activates our senses and our feeling and the sexual organ. And now when there's temptation, give way, and we give way to the temptation, our energy go that way. So we say that is sin. So we have the sexual temptation, sexual desire. So the Tao very emphasize that first step, you have to transform it. Okay? Now, a transformation we know. So we take the sexual energy, and the first step is you have to have love and arousal, orgasm combined together, and it become a fire. And you bring them down into the sexual organ, and you're transforming the sexual energy back into life force. That's what the Tao talk about. So now when you transform enough sexual energy, they left no sexual energy to temptation.
Thank you. And one more question, is it possible? The Tao tradition main focus is on the spiritual practices, about enlightenment of the soul and spirit. But why exists so much care about the physical body?
The whole key is that the Tao, we have to talk about that when the conception, the father and mother, the sperm egg come together. So the Tao said when the father fall in love, it pass the orgasm energy into the sperm. And when the mother orgasm, it pass the energy into the egg. When these two come together, creating a power. And you draw, so now this energy have a power to draw in the soul and spirit. At the same time, draw in the primordial force. And the primordial force is energy, okay? And the soul and the spirit need energy to stay with us. When no energy, the soul spirit left. So the Tao said, the first major energy that we receive, number one job is pull the soul spirit, hold them inside our body. And if we lose energy, the soul spirit left. But another thing we know that this physical and the digestion, absorption, elimination is the one that producing energy. We got to take the food, digest them to be energy. So that's why a stronger digestion, absorption, elimination mean a stronger body can producing more chi to feed and transform them to feed the soul spirit. And a lot of people doing spiritual work and they ignore the body and they go nowhere in the long term.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.